We all want that eye-catching centerpiece in our jewelry collection. But when a stone gets past a certain size, it usually stops being something you can wear to the office or the grocery store. Usually, you have to choose. You either buy a modest piece that blends into the background, or you invest in a massive gem that ends up locked in a safe for 360 days out of the year. There is a structural solution to this problem. It relies on a concept we can call architected presence. Instead of letting a large stone overwhelm the piece, jewelers use heavy geometric lines to ground the gem's visual weight. Getting this proportion right requires strict material choices. If the metalwork is too thin or the setting too delicate, a huge stone instantly looks like costume jewelry. Making a large piece wearable isn't about shrinking the gemstone down. It is entirely about engineering the hardware around it. The BijouxNYC Direct 925 sterling silver, blue topaz, and diamond accent pendant illustrates exactly how this engineering works in practice. The center of this piece is a natural, cushion-cut blue topaz. At 10 by 12 millimeters, you are looking at roughly 6¼ carats of heat-enhanced blue gemstone. This measurement scale shows the pendant against a standard ruler, indicating a 1-inch vertical drop. A drop that size creates a styling challenge. Occupying so much real estate below the collarbone, it becomes a primary focal point, dictating the color palette of whatever you wear. To keep the piece from crossing over into overly formal territory, the designers made a specific structural choice. They stripped away the traditional diamond halo that usually surrounds stones of this size. By leaving the sides of the topaz cazellas, the visual weight shifts. The entire success of the pendant relies on the structural space and styling placed directly above the gemstone. The structural framework holding that 6-carat stone in place is constructed from 0.925 sterling silver. Sterling silver brings the price point down to $399, but raw silver comes with a physical trade-off. It simply doesn't have the highly reflective brilliance needed to support a gemstone of this magnitude. To solve this, the manufacturers apply a specific chemical treatment. This diagram shows how the porous silver base is coated and sealed by a dense, highly reflective outer layer of rhodium. Rhodium is a precious metal in the platinum family. When applied over silver, it creates a brilliant, mirror-like white finish that elevates the visual value of the entire necklace. There is a maintenance cost to this process. The wearer has to avoid exposing the pendant to harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners to keep that platinum-like shield intact over the years. When maintained, that high-polish frame performs a specific optical job. It catches ambient light and bounces it directly back into the facets of the topaz, intensifying its vivid blue color. The rhodium plating acts as an invisible structural upgrade. It allows a piece priced like silver to perform aesthetically with the durability and shine of white gold. In this macro view, we find the structural element connecting the pendant to the chain, the textured bail. Notice the tight cluster at the base. Those are 3 round, natural diamond accents. Instead of elevating them in prong settings, engineers chose a flush bezel setting. This serves a highly practical purpose for daily wear. The bezel setting creates a smooth dome that won't catch or snag delicate fabrics. Above the diamonds, the bail is cast with a series of chevron-like ridges. That heavy texture provides necessary visual contrast, breaking up the smooth, flat facets of the massive gemstone below it. The placement of the diamonds and the ridges creates a directional sparkle. The eye catches the light at the very top of the pendant, and the downward V-shape naturally forces your gaze straight into the blue centerpiece. The designers traded a high diamond carat weight for a highly functional mounting. The result is a piece built for heavy, daily use without losing its refined aesthetic. All of this hardware engineering only matters if it actually works with a real-world wardrobe. The final variable in usability is its suspension system, an 18-inch sterling silver cable chain. An 18-inch chain is the standard for a reason. It drops the pendant just below the collarbone, placing it perfectly within the open space of a V-neck, a scoop neck, or an unbuttoned professional blouse. There is a strict physical limit here. If you are styling this over a thick winter turtleneck, the 18-inch chain will likely sit too high, and you'll need to swap it for a longer chain. This matrix outlines exactly where the pendant fits.
Against standard professional attire, the sleek rhodium finish and the contained footprint of the bezel diamonds blend right in. Switch to evening wear and the sheer 6-carat volume of the topaz takes over. The size of the stone and the directional sparkle of the bail hold up perfectly well in low-light, formal settings. The engineering does exactly what it was designed to do. It proves that a heavy, colored gemstone can navigate daily life without looking out of place. This balance of scale and utility points directly to two types of buyers. It serves the self-purchaser looking for a daily signature piece and the gift giver needing a high-impact present, especially for a November birthday. The combination of a large natural topaz, snag-free diamond settings, and tarnish-resistant rhodium plating removes the usual friction of buying fine jewelry. It is highly noticeable, yet entirely practical. While the 6-carat stone provides the initial impact, the design's success depends on the restraint shown in the silver framing. The BijouxNYC pendant operates as a masterclass in proportion, delivering large-scale luxury that you can actually wear every single day. To examine the full genealogical specifications, check the current pricing, or secure this piece for your own collection, visit BijouxNYCdirect.com today.